Alright, hello, ladies and gentlemen of the internet, welcome to the channel. My name is Prosec, and this is, of course, Bingothon Summer 2025. Before we get started, we've got a very quick $25 donation here from Rem, a very familiar name, I'm sure, who says, thanks for having us back at Bingothon. Good luck to the rest of the runners. Let's get this goal met. Ooh, what could they be talking about? Yes, of course, that is going towards, once more, play with a piano as an input device after the 20th goal in Ori and the Will of the Wisps. Only $55 left to go on that goal, but speaking of things that are going underway, let's get right into our next run here. vlhunt, please tell us more about The Witness.
The Witness is a puzzle game about drawing lines and solving mazes, but there are multiple symbols on puzzle boards you'll see, which require following specific rules to solve a puzzle. I'll explain more once we see them actually unfold. This is the expert difficulty of Randomizer, meaning that puzzles are randomized, and they're randomized in a lot harder way than normal game. Also, it's Archipelago version of Randomizer, and why am I using Archipelago version of Randomizer is because I always wanted to include some of late game areas, which normally don't appear in regular bingos of this game, but with help of Archipelago, I'm able to get access to those areas earlier, meaning they're now valid objectives. You still need to get a little bit out of the way to complete them, but it's doable in bingo format now. So that's pretty much it for what I'm doing. You'll see probably mountain region at some point in my run. And with that, I think I'm ready to start. So then let's start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. So as I've mentioned, I'm using Archipelago to get access to late game areas, but it also has side effect of opening this gate. Normally you're supposed to complete a little tutorial here. And there are multiple kinds of objectives on the bingo board. The one I'm going for right now is collecting couples of audio logs to slowly work towards the 12 audio logs objective. But there are also objectives dedicated to solving specific puzzles, solving specific environmental puzzles. Environmental puzzles are basically the lines in the world that you draw. I'll show more when we get to it. And yeah, that's pretty much it for objectives that I need to get. Here is a discarded panel for symmetry. Those arrows show how many times arrow sees the line in this direction. So 1 and 2 times here. Also, that was a symmetry discarded panel. I saw it on my card somewhere. Here it is. First goal. Alright, now I'm going to theater area in the basement of this very pretty mill. So this puzzle had dots. You just for dots you're just supposed to draw a line that covers all of them. Pretty straightforward, but not all puzzles are that straightforward. For example, this one has triangles, which mean I need to draw a line of this amount of segments around the square. Squares of different colors, where they can't be multiple colored squares in the same region. And this is eraser. It erases one square that has broken some rules. Let's say it like that. And now I need to decide which square to use my eraser on. Alright, this puzzle takes me quite a bit more time than I expected to. Actually, alright, that's the first puzzle, serious puzzle, and I'm already stuck on it. Let me think. I do. Oh. So, as you could have seen, Eraser cancelled this one. It doesn't have 3 segments around it, it only has 2 segments around this solution. And it took me quite a time to solve this. So, there is a goal, I believe, for 6... where is it again? For feature video panels, for all 6 of them. And those solutions are actually not randomized. So I know them right away. Did I? I didn't do this one correctly.
And so, by a backhanded, upside-down argument, was predicted that there is in carbon.
Also, you could see pop-ups saying this location was previously collected. That's side effect of having Archipelago. Pretty much the way I did this is
So it's absolutely simple.
is that I released all rewards. So actual Archipelago stuff allows me to access late game areas, but doesn't intervene with gameplay itself. That's, I admit, a pretty weird way to do it. But that's all 6 video panels there. Also, I quickly remembered that I forgot an audio log, and we need 12 of them, so I'll making a little detour to the audio log I'm familiar with, because I do not remember all of their locations precisely. They scattered all across the map. So that's 3 of them now. And we can quickly get more in this town area. Also, Archipelago changes those audio logs in a way that they provide some tips or jokes or similar. That's audio log 5, 6. Is it 6? Wait. 2 in the tutorial. Wait, that's 5, I think. Yeah, that's 5. And now it's 6. Oh wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 7th. Yeah. Got a little bit confused here. That will be 8 and 9th audio log. I'll also get a little bit out of my way to grab 10th one. Oh, that's 10 audio logs, and we have 2 goals that require audio logs, so I'll get those later. But next objective that I've noticed that I'm going for is courtyard panel from the jungle. I think I saw it somewhere. Jungle courtyard gate panel, here it is. So at the start of the run, I'm getting easier objectives out of the way because they're simply faster. So this part of the run will be mostly me running around, doing easier stuff. Can I do this from here? Okay, I'm not precise enough for this. Oh, I was drawing this in the wrong spot. So those panels, the one I just solved, spawns a boat, summons a boat, and boat helps to move around. And there are also a couple objectives that require boats specifically. Now we're entering the bunker. I saw there were a couple of goals here. Here's the first one, bunker advanced panels. Here it is. And interesting thing about those puzzles, as I said, different colored squares should be separated, but as you can see, it's not the case here. But that's because this puzzle, as is, it's unsolvable. You're supposed to solve it by looking through a glass. And for this one, it's this glass. And for this one, it's supposed to be both glasses combined, but I remember the solution for itself. It's areas that require some environmental-based solution for the puzzle. Usually, those areas are not randomized. So that's a little bit unfortunate, but that means those goals are also easier. Also, here is the environmental puzzle for bunker. As I mentioned, environmental puzzles are just drawing the lines, starting at the circle, same as puzzle panels, but in the world, and the player is supposed to to gradually start noticing them in the game world. There are a lot of such puzzles here. Also, let me see if there are any more bunker green room. Okay, I need there is also an objective in green room. Another environmental puzzle, in fact. For this puzzle in elevator, you get different solutions for different floors, depending on the lighting, but I know the one that takes player to the top floor automatically. I'll need to wait for elevator to come back though. And here's also my first laser. It's one of the fastest lasers, and Archipelago allows to reduce amount of lasers to access the mountain, which I was talking about before. But you still need at least one laser. That's why I grabbed this one, because I was literally there. Now I'm going to complete couple environmental puzzles in a shipwreck. Shipwreck is behind this little fortress. I just need to get through it quickly. And solve this puzzle. Alright, I see the solution. So, a rule for stars. Stars are supposed to be paired up with an object of the same color. There can be only one star. There can be one star and two or more objects of the same color. It has to be exactly paired up. So, I'm pairing up this star with triangle. And then those two stars together. I'll show us how solution looks after. well, symbols disappeared because of game thing, but trust me, that solution worked. Anyway, here is a shipwreck I was talking about, and there are two environmental puzzles connected to the rope. I just need to find them. I think I'm supposed to solve those ropes from above by aligning them like that. Right, any other shipwreck goals? Shipwreck underside. For shipwreck underside, I'll need to travel under this shipwreck by boat. Also, you could have noticed that earlier I summoned a boat near the jungle area, but I didn't use it. That's because there are few locations at which you need to summon the boat first before all other boat points become available. For some reason, you can't summon boat anywhere at the start, anywhere you want at the start of the game. You can just use a couple specific locations first. And that's because I'm going to the symmetry area to summon the boat there. Let me see where this goal is. Summon boat at symmetry, yeah, it is literally this. So the main gimmick of this area is that all solutions are in some way or form symmetrical. As such, you can see that I'm drawing one line, but there is one mirrored line I have to work with. Okay. And if there is a cut in the path, I need to somehow move both of those lines around. Also, as I said, for dots, a player is supposed to cover all of them. This one seems a little trickier than the most. Here we go. This puzzle in expert randomizer has a very sneaky trick, I would say. There are dots behind those two hinges that block the view just enough. Anyway, that's about summon that symmetry. Actually, speaking of a boat, I may as well do boat-related objectives right now. At least a couple of quicker ones. Okay, where do I need to go? I think I need to go here. So, let me see if... Alright, don't worry, I'm just stepped out of the game to look something up. So, also I'm not traveling by max speed. So boat in Archipelago also significantly sped up, which is very helpful compared to the base version of the game, because it helps move faster. Okay, I need to grab an audio log by Treehouse. There is audio log here too, but I already have enough if I complete our two audio log objectives. Let's slow down a bit, so I slowed down a little bit too early. I think it was... and I still missed it. As you could have seen, anyone who's familiar with game Baba Is You could have seen this as a reference. Also, this is one of my goals. This one. Treehouse Rock audio log on the rock. And I'm going next for counterclockwise. So this is actually a correct direction. I'll move on slower speed to hopefully not to miss this objective. And our environmental puzzle in which player is supposed to find something that resembles a line. No? Alright, here it is. And now let's get back to Treehouse, since I'm already here. Which Treehouse objective do I have? A purple bridge and a long bridge. Well, I think I can... I maybe will do purple bridge, and I will probably open a shortcut. So, as before, Triangles need to have a specific amount of segments around them. Stars are supposed to be paired up with one symbol of their color. That's wrong. That's 2 segments. And those puzzles can get pretty evil by my experience. But this was a solution. There are interesting patterns, like when those triple triangles bordering each other, it actually can be solved only in specific ways. So, knowing how to filter out impossible solutions early helps a lot when it comes down to solving puzzles faster. This one I don't see the solution right away. That's something I already tried to do. What if I do this line instead? Oh, I haven't separated those well enough. I see where the issue is. Here it is. Took me a little bit of time to figure out what to do with those 2 pieces. Another way to solve those puzzles easier, at least for me, is to draw a solution, notice why a solution doesn't work immediately, and try to fix a specific detail that is wrong with the solution without trying to change it too much. Doesn't always work, but when I need to do little adjustments, you could have seen like I solved previous puzzle in 3 iterations, I would say. It also helps to solve puzzles faster. I think I pretty much need to do something like that. Unless I need to start here and then go around. Oh, perfect. So, a purple panel in this direction. Well, this is one purple panel, and I'm supposed to solve one that has 12. I haven't left myself enough space to solve this. What if I do this instead? Oh, yeah, I see that's also wrong. The trick to keep in mind here is that those panels have to end at the same side I'm starting. So if I'm going to the right, it has to come to this ending from the right. It's not always easy to do so well. And if I go to left, I have hard time with this piece. Oh, if I do this, then I can separate them at this point. I'm also not completely sure I'm even doing the right thing here. Because I'm not sure I'm supposed to solve those puzzles actually. Can I grab those orange pieces here? As I said, it has to end from this side because of parity. It's basically math at this point, explaining why it has to work like this. Those orange ones give me quite a bit of trouble. Alright, let me think about this. Actually, let's take this to Microsoft Paint and try to solve this here. Also, I have a timer for myself, don't worry about this. So, how would we draw a line here? As I tried to do this before, it feels like most logical way to collect those two pieces, but then I'm locking myself to not being able to collect those. And it would have been really nice if I could end it like that, but then I'll have to start here, and I don't know how to get our parts here. Well, let's suppose we extend this one here. Because the thing is, I need to either end on this side, as I said, or it should go here. But if it goes there, I don't know how to separate those. And that's the beauty and the curse of expert randomizer, because you get stuck on puzzles like this without having any idea how to solve it. Let me just draw pretty much anything. This one is so close. Just one dot off. Wait a second. What if we start something like this? If we go around the starting tile, then... Oh yeah, I forgot, it's a bad idea. You get a spare dot somewhere here then. Orange ones are most trouble because I don't see how I can meaningfully connect all of them. This looks kinda promising until it isn't. What if we go here? And when we can't connect them properly. So back to square one. At this point, I'm considering to abandon this puzzle in hope of finding an easier one to solve and completing more objectives. But would that be a good showmanship if I do it? Or what if we grab those two? Purple one first, when we're left with a dot here. Uh-huh. We extend this here. Too much back. Okay. This would have been a nice way to end this. But when there is an issue with this side. Alright, I think at this point I'm cutting my losses and going for a different objective. unfortunately spent too much time here, but I don't have much time otherwise. While I'm in the boat, I'll look more at it, maybe something jumps at me. While I'm tapped out of the game, boat is still moving, by the way, so no need to worry about this. Alright, I think I broke the game a little. By tabbing out here. But somehow it just seemed to work out. That's funny. Okay. There are a few objectives that I want to get either way, and that's few mountain-related objectives. Also, I've completed both Clockwise Shipwreck and the Side environmental puzzle long time ago. Just forgot to mark it. So let me instead go to a mountain area. This area is also quite brutal. Hopefully I won't get stuck in the same way as I did. So now this puzzle. Alright, there is a square behind his leg, that's important to note. Tricky part about this specific puzzle is that I cannot draw a line through obstructions, so I also need to position myself in such a way that I see both exit and entrance of my line. Okay, this one's a little tricky. How do I... Okay, I guess I may be able to do this from this side. Yes. And the final lock requires me to solve it like that, I think. Alright, so that's the mountain entrance goal. And what goal do we have? We have a couple more goals inside the mountain. We need to reach level 2 for audio log and for a pretty visually unpleasant set of puzzles. Just weak photosensitivity warning for that. I'll be coming for puzzles that have a lot of bright blinking lights, and I can't do much about it. Except I kinda can. I can solve them in Paint, and obviously on screenshot lights are not blinking, but it's lower. Also, that's a 12 audio log and a mountain middle floor audio log. Two objectives at once. So here it is. And there is no guarantee I can even do this. Okay, I think those are off sync. Okay, I do need to take a screenshot of this. It's just too confusing otherwise. So let's get back to Paint then. And do this. Alright, so now we're at least seeing colors as they are. And that's very helpful because now I can see that this is supposed to be paired with... Actually, it can be paired with a square. With this square specifically. So I was worrying myself for no good reason. That said, there are a couple of lines that have to be there has to be line here, has to be line here, and has to be a line here. Also, most likely there is a line here, but I'm not marking it because it's not guaranteed. So let's see what else can we do. What if we try to solve from the end? That's a very nice chunk of several pairs. But then what are we left with? Also, alternatively, it can be like... No, it can't be like this. Can't be like this. Also, it can't be like that, and I'll explain why. Because a line can't be bordering more than two stars of the same color, because now I can't make this, and this into separate groups. That's not possible at this point. Same reason this is not a valid solution. I can see it right away. But if that wasn't a solution, then what is? There is an interesting case with a line here. Also there is probably a line here. Also not guaranteed, but very likely. Unless... No. Can't be possible like this. Also, I've just realized that this is kind of a valid solution. Actually, no. No, it's not. But this is kind of a valid solution. If I can make those separate by making a line here, but when we have different colored squares, actually, we can probably recycle this. Yeah. So, square, T-shape, and when going to exit, square, T-shape, and going like this. That's a solution. Also forgot to change the scene, sorry. Now we should be in the game. Yeah, this is the solution, as I said. Okay, those two are correct at least. Alright, that was simple enough. So now Tetris pieces. The thing about Tetris pieces is that where I'm supposed to draw this shape with a line, and hollow Tetris pieces cancel that out. But to cancel each other out, we're supposed to be grouped up. Alright, so that's one color, that's second color, and that's third color, I think. Actually, time for another screenshot, just to save some time. Back to the paint. Alright, back to the paint. I would like if it's... Oh, wait, that's actually blue. It looks light blue, but it's actually blue. That's because of blinking lights, it happened like this. This one, however, is kinda in the wrong spot. In a pretty unfortunate spot, if I had to say so. But what this one thing can do, it can cancel out this square. So instead we draw those three squares and those two squares in a straight line together. It's a very confusing rule to explain. I don't know how to do this better. So now we need to pair this star and this star somehow. So I guess something like that. Actually, I can draw this line like that, coming from here. But what do I know? I know that those pieces are supposed to be in the same area, and they're paired up pretty nicely, but those are supposed to be separate. Oh, at least I think so. So instead I can separate those 4 pieces and then go for a straight line. Let's get back to the game. Like this. Alright. Next we have whatever this is. Alright, I'm not going to even bother trying to solve this right away. I'm just moving here immediately. Okay. This is a very lucky screenshot because colors are actually matching here. I only need to figure out how to match them together. That's a little bit wild of a line. This seems good enough to start with, but I'm very sorry if you can hear fireworks in the background. For some reason, someone is celebrating something, I guess. I think it's just this solution. Let's get back to the game and check. Wait, what was it again? Oh, yeah. This, and then... oh? Did I make some mistake here? I thought I paired up... Okay. 2 and 2 here. Then this here. Oh, I included this one by accident. So this one. Confusing in its own way, but I know that those 2 stars are separate. And those 2 stars... Actually, those 2 stars are the same together. Those are different. Alright, I'm pretty thoroughly confused. Okay, those 3 are together. Can I align those colors? Yeah, those are the same. Oh, that's so confusing. No, this didn't work because I made the wrong shapes. Alright, so if I think the priority to match colors. Yes. That took me quite a bit of time, but I got this objective finally. And did I collect this? Yes, I did. I can get out of here. if my own timer is correct, I have somewhere around 20 minutes. And so the next thing I'm going for is the quarry area. Also, let me check something. Yeah. Just checking if I'm still tapped out in the game. So I'm going to the quarry area. Main idea of the quarry area in vanilla game is that it's where the player is supposed to learn about erasers. Those pieces that cancel a single hour piece. And therefore puzzles were a little bit trickier. Hopefully not as tricky as puzzles that have stars, at least. But there are a good amount of puzzles in the same area, so I can still get quite a few objectives with that. Let's, for example, quarry entry gate. What if instead I do this? Even this. And it would have almost worked. Maybe it's better to start in here. Yeah. It already seems more promising. With a few exceptions. I don't know what to do with that one black square here. This one, I mean. I don't know why I'm so stuck on those puzzles tonight, or today. Alright, at least I managed to solve this one. But I need to solve this one, and I need to do it quickly. Oh. That finally worked. Oh yeah, I'm not supposed to solve everything correctly here. I need to have at least one element eraser needs to delete. And I need it to be in the same area too. Oh, I made two of them wrong. That's unfortunate. Oh, I made two of them wrong again. Hmm. But it's definitely one of those triangle pieces, because either one of those triangle pieces or alright, I just made an extra line here, and that was a mistake. Alright, that's a correct solution. I need to make an intentional mistake here of sorts. What can I do in a wrong way? Alright, this way I break two of those rules, but if I do it like that, I get extremely close. Figured that out. That one puzzle was nicely aligned. So I'm coming towards the stair control panel, which is an hour ball here. Alright, that's Mill Stairs control panel. Also, I think I saw Mill discard somewhere. Yeah, Mill discarded panel. It's on the roof. Thankfully, there is a very helpful shortcut here for the roof. Diagonal a little bit trickier, but this arrow meets this line in this single point, and that's exactly how I was supposed to do this. Alright, I have oh wait, that was Mill discarded panel call. So now eraser, but with color. That was correct solution, so if we add extra square, it will be incorrect solution, which I was aiming towards. Here we add one square over on color on purpose. Here we add one extra star. Here
This
we...
is your 10-minute warning. There are 10 minutes left.
Thank you. That scared me a little, but yeah, I have my own timer.
Fair enough.
I need to do this and this puzzle for an hour goal. Hopefully I'll manage to solve it. This looks a little bit messier. Yeah, that seems... This square was the wrong one. When we... Oh. I had those squares here. Didn't even notice them. No, that's not right. This should be right though. So let's mill upper row 8 panels. And what else can I do at this point? I can try to start on boathouse. Not sure I'll able to get any more objectives in time, but might as well try. Oh, this, yeah. So Tetris pieces I talked about before, now they're disjointed. Because why not? I think it's like that. Let's see. So let's viva two most scary looking pieces, and if I add this, it will use the piece on the left to complete the rest. I think that's it. Yes. Way too many white stars there. Helpful trick for puzzle I just solved. Trying to erase the symbol that has odd amount of stars. Because obviously, since stars are supposed to be paired together, it almost works. Almost, but not quite. Almost, but not quite. Yeah, I thought it was the wrong solution here. But how do I pack those shapes here? Like that. If I do it like that, and then like that, this will be the only wrong shape. Or here, I can delete this piece with those hollow pieces. And here is this nightmare. How am I supposed to work with this? I don't know, honestly. And I'm a little bit too scared to ask. What if I start with this shape? Okay, I think it's this shape, and I need to delete this shape. So, this objective allows me to get the ramp around this obstacle. Open this shortcut, although I think I didn't have to do this, but I already did. So Ramp. Ramp. Okay, I need to move it here, I think. Yes. Yeah, I need to complete this environmental puzzle, and for this I need to make this. And yeah, that's probably the last goal I'm able to complete in time, so I'm pretty much ready to finish my run here.
All right, absolutely. Yeah, let's call it there. Very well done. You got a lot of goals down.
Still a little bit sad that I was stuck on puzzle in treehouse for so long and wasn't able to solve it, but that's what expert randomizer does sometime.
Isn't it just? And if nothing else, you gave us some fantastic footage of secondary guest paint.
Yeah.
Well, if you've got any shout-outs, then now would be a fantastic time to do so.
The biggest shout out I want to do is the creator of original randomizer for witness is Sigma 144. A shout out to him. Very intelligent person that allowed me to even for this run to exist. And shout out to developer of Archipelago version of this randomizer, even though I do not know who they are, unfortunately.
So it goes sometimes. Well, of course, people will see you later on in the marathon for a run I'm certainly looking forward to. But if people want to see you in your own time, where can they find you?
I stream on my own channel sometimes. It does happen pretty rarely though, but you can see more of Witness, more of me playing Witness, including expert and normal modes of this randomizer. And you can also see me in hopefully see me in future Bingothon events, so this is a good time to plug the Bingothon Discord, I think.
Absolutely, yes. You can join our Discord. It is right there at the bottom of the stream, or alternatively, you can put, I believe it's !Discord in our chat. I don't have all the commands in front of me, so someone will have to try it. And that will get you the link, and you'll get all the news first and foremost over when our next events are coming, and of course, our side events. All right, we will be back here in just a few short moments with our very next run. That will, of course, be Pigeon bringing us Gensokyo no Nazo Randomizer. I'm looking forward to that, and you should as well. Don't go anywhere.
not sure that words can always save lives, but we know that silence can certainly kill. Humanitarian action is to help people in situations of crisis. Our daily work is a struggle, and it is intensely medical, and it's intensely personal. It aims to build spaces of normalcy in the midst of what is profoundly abnormal. Our action and our voice is an act of indignation, a refusal to accept an active or passive assault on the other. Let me say this very clearly. The humanitarian act is the most apolitical of all acts. But if its actions and its morality are taken seriously, it has the most profound of political implications. We act not in a vacuum, and we speak not simply into the wind, but with a clear intent to assist, to provoke change, or to reveal injustice. The act of humanitarianism comes down to one thing: individual human beings reaching out to those others who find themselves in the most difficult of circumstances. They reach out one bandage at a time, one suture at a time, one vaccination at a time. Humanitarian responsibility has no frontiers.
How much to make me do the cow and house goal? Regular,
Here's
right?
the deal. If we reach $1,500 until the end of the run, you're gonna be doing cow and house. Alright, I get a new donation here. You wanna read it, Paul, sir?
It is $14 from Pink Batman 12 saying, "Can't wait for CJ to check the house and the cow."
House
and cow. Is that just what we started saying now?
I guess it is.
We just got a $35 donation from Silky Steve, who said, "Bingo! Time for house and cow. House and cow. House and cow. House and cow."
All right, we're off to the ranch. So I have to complete 2 laps of the obstacle course in 50 seconds, nonetheless. Don't know if that counted. No, it didn't work. It didn't count.
Oh, come on.
Off by frames.
That was so incredibly close. Fortunately, we do have to cut that there, though. We are out of time.
We did get bingo, at least, which is better than one of my practice runs did.
Alright, chat, how are we doing? Welcome to the morning shift, I do suppose. Yes, it is lovely to be here. It is, ever such a good morning. We're getting right into our next run here in just a few moments, which will of course be Gensokyo no Nazo Randomizer. But before that, I do want to briefly go over the prizes that we've got available. Yes, of course, we don't just have points here, we have prizes! If you are so generous as to donate as little as $6 throughout this marathon, you will be in the running to win a Bingothon mug for the summer, which is such a good moment. Honestly, Bingothon mugs, got 3 of them. They're great. If you donate $12, then you will also be entered into the draw for our Bingothon mug and sticker combination. That is, of course, the neutral mug rather than the summer one. Which is good for all seasons. Now, the big ticket item, and this is a big ticket item, the minimum donation is $100, but hey, that just means less competition, more likely to get it. That's maths, baby. Provided by the very generous Angry Demon Noises, you could be in the running to get Sea of Stars sealed early backer edition for North America, plus a vinyl. Like, that is a good reward, man. Who else do you see doing that? Alright, we're going to get ready for our next run here in just a moment, so please don't go anywhere.